Well, greetings to you. Thank you so much for tuning in on today. I just want you to know today is going to be an amazing day, and welcome to Accelerated Success with none other than Annilia Wright-Mosley. This is a safe place. This is a place where you can grow. This is a place where you will get the tools and the empowerment and the inspiration you need to continue and take your life to the next dimension. I want to thank Daily Praise Radio Network for welcoming me to my very first segment. I am just so honored and privileged to be a part of such an amazing organization. I thank you for logging in, and I want to be able to share with you some very exciting news. Well, I just released my new book, The Business of Ministry, a crash course to helping leaders position their business for accelerated success. How about that? How many want more acceleration in their life? Well, I know I do. I want more success. But I've learned in order to get more success, I have to improve myself. Many times people look externally for success, but I will be teaching you here every week during this segment on how to improve you, how to raise your standards, how to raise your expectations, how to challenge your mind, and how to think outside of the box. But before we even do that, we have to learn to go within. See, in our society, it teaches us to improve the outer appearance. And that's good in its place. But we must also learn to improve ourselves within. Because when you improve yourself within, there is a metamorphosis that takes place that elevates everything else about you. Your vibration increases, your positive energy increases, your confidence increases, your productivity increases. So making sure you are healthy and that you are successful internally is the start to make sure that you experience success externally. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's important that we take this moment and this time we have together to grow together, to learn together, to challenge each other together. And that's my goal and my commitment to you. I will be dealing with different topics that will make you laugh, different topics that will make you cry, and different topics that will make you think about key important elements of your life. Because when you leave this show, I want you to say that you gained value, that you gained substance, and that you gained a better attitude about yourself, about your spouse, about your children, about your boss, about your community, about your life. I do not take this opportunity lightly, and I'm going to give you 110%. And I just want to ask you to share and let others know, to log on to www.dailypraiseradio.com and join us every Monday and Tuesday at 12 noon p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and again at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And also, I would encourage everyone to take time and go to my website. That is www.anniliawrightmosley.com. That's ANNILIAWrightMosley.com. And you can purchase my new book. And I am confident that many of my learned sacred lessons that have caused great success in my own personal life will also help you as well. Well, I'm excited to get started. I'm ready to share some of the wonderful key ingredients that have brought acceleration of success in my life. Well, Plato said that the study of number symbolism is one of the highest levels of knowledge. And the number 12 signifies perfection and represents the completed cycle of life experiences. Now, in the Bible, Jacob had 12 sons, and they are considered the ancestors of the 12 tribes of Israel. I believe there is a great significance in the number of 12. And when you think about rehabilitation programs, they use the 12-step program. Yes, it is very significant in a particular healing process to succeed. I know many of you all have heard about the 12-step program. See, if we look back in history, you can learn that the number 12 has been used frequently, even by God and successful leaders, in order to establish a solid foundation for success. With this in mind, I would like to share the 12 key ingredients that have produced accelerated success for me within the past 10 to 15 years. I must say I didn't always know how to merge these magical ingredients together or know when to utilize them to create leverage for my success. But thanks to a lot of trial and error, great mentorship, I have finally learned how to help establish the right combination of ingredients that has produced high levels of success for me in an accelerated mode. When I think about these successful ingredients, I can't help but reminisce back to my summers in Mississippi with my grandmother, Annie Mae Wright. Boy, Annie Mae Wright, I loved my grandma because she was a hard-working woman. She was a woman that didn't make excuses. When she saw something that needed to be done, she made it happen. And she had a rhythm and a plan and her own way of making sure it got done the easiest way. Have you ever heard the statement, work smart and not hard? Well, even though she was a hardworking woman, if she would take her time and look at certain things that she was trying to accomplish, she would figure out the easiest way to get it done. And I observed that. I paid attention to that. And even now in my life, in my businesses, even with me teaching and educating on a collegiate level, I teach my students to work smart and not hard. And I hope you gained that from me as well. Well, my grandmother, she was a phenomenal cook. She was known all across the region of the Mississippi area as being one of the best cooks. She could cook the best fried chicken. She could cook the best collard greens and cornbread and cakes and pies. And oh my God, her tea cakes was the best ever, and her sweet tea. But I used to love to go in the kitchen and cook with my grandmother because she had a method to her madness. She had a method to making sure everything she served tastes amazing. I remember her taking out time with me to teach me how to cook her famous collard greens. And I had finished cleaning the greens and put them in the pot with the ham hocks to cook. And I had the fire up too hot. And she said, you want to take your time cooking the greens, Annilia, so the seasoning can have time to get in the greens. If you cook it too fast, the greens would not be tender and tasty. Then she added, perfection takes time, and it will be worth the wait, I promise you. And I always remembered that. And even though I was in the kitchen cooking greens, I put that in perspective with my projects, with my businesses, even helping other people and consulting them. You have to learn to pace yourself and take your time, especially when there are processes involved to accomplish a certain task. In our society, I know we're in the microwave society, and everybody wants something real quick. Everybody wants something in a minute. But again, like my grandmother said, if you want something done right, you have to take your time. If you want to be successful in your life, you don't have to rush it. Why be in a rush? Because when we're in a rush, we cannot enjoy the moment. We can't savor the moment. I believe that we should learn to take our time and smell the roses. Yes, we have goals to reach. We have benchmarks to reach. But if we rush in everything, how can we look back and appreciate the experience? So I want to encourage you today to just take a deep breath. Just take a deep breath and learn that you don't have to rush everything. Learn to enjoy the moment and the experience. Because when we take our time, there are certain things that you will take notice of that you normally would not take notice of if you're always in speed mode and accelerated mode. Yes, we want accelerated success, but in our process, we want to make sure that we're learning everything we need to learn in our preparation time. So when acceleration takes place, we are prepared. And when we get to that next level, we can be equipped and ready to maintain that level and go to the next level. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Let's look at the very first key ingredient that I share for accelerated success. And that is having a self-assured, purposeful plan in place. You know, the Bible says, write the vision and make it plain in Habakkuk 2:2. And I believe that if you want to excel in your life, the first thing you need to do is write down your goals. What is it that you really want to accomplish within your heart? Where do you see yourself in the next 12 months to 24 months? Those are the things that you need to write down. And when you write those things down, believe that you can achieve it. You know, believing in ourselves is so important as well. You'll be surprised how many people that go to school for years and then when they graduate, they don't have the confidence to go get the job that they even qualified for or the career that they qualify for. We must learn to believe in ourselves. You are amazing. You are intellectually astute. You are amazing and anointed, and you're called to do great things in the world. But you have to believe it. Because no one else is going to believe that you're amazing if you don't believe that you're amazing. I want you to just say right now, I am amazing. And I want you to start looking at yourself in the mirror and saying, I am amazing. Because you know what? You are. Do you know why you are amazing? You are amazing because there's no one else in the world that is like you. You are the only carbon copy of you. No one else can beat you being you. No one else can beat you better than you. You are awesome. Say it again. I am awesome. Did you feel that? Did you get a smile on your face when you said it? Because I did. I really believe I'm awesome. I'm amazing. I am wonderful. And I love life. And when you learn to raise your vibration and your positive attitude about you, everything else in you and around you will accelerate. So it's important that we have a self-assured, purposeful plan in place. Because when we get that plan in place, it becomes the blueprint to help us to stay on track. Do you understand how important a blueprint is when trying to build a house? Did you know you cannot even build a house without a blueprint? Because you have to know where everything is supposed to go. And it's the same thing with your life. You need a blueprint to know what you need to do in each season of your life. And I even like to separate and divide my goals for the year in 4 segments. I like to do the winter, the spring, the summer, and the fall. And I organize what I want to accomplish within those months that fall under that particular season. It's very important that you are strategic when organizing your plan. Because what you may want to do in the winter you may be able to do it better and easier during the summer. And vice versa. You may be able to accomplish something better during the fall instead of the springtime. So when we write our plan, we want to think out what would be the best thing for me to do within this time frame. What can I actually get done within this time frame? Because when you're writing down your plan, you want to have realistic goals in place that you can achieve. Because when you write down goals that are hard to achieve, difficult to achieve within a time frame, then you kind of defeat yourself at the beginning if you do not have realistic goals set within the right time frame. For example, you may say, I want to be a millionaire. And guess what? Some people win the lottery and they become a millionaire, but that's like under 1%. But if you want to become a millionaire, it's not the most realistic thing to set that, to say, I want to be a millionaire in the next 3 months. And you're still in college and you don't even have a job right now. That's not realistic. So you want to set goals that you can achieve. Because if you can reach small benchmarks within that 3-month period, then that's going to build your confidence to get and reach your benchmarks within the 6-month period. You understand what I'm saying? So as we continue to write down our vision and our goals and organize them in a way that makes it very easy for us to follow and easy for us to execute in certain seasons, then we have a great foundation to work with. And when you have a great foundation to work with, that means you have a great foundation to build upon. And I want you to know today that whatever you put your mind to do, you can do it. You can achieve it. And I believe that when you really make up your mind and believe in your heart that you can do something, it will happen. It's amazing how God and the universe will bring the people in your life, the different resources in your life, when you really make up in your mind that you want to do something. It's amazing. Isn't it amazing how you start meeting people that have something to do with what you're trying to do? And a lot of times, it's people that you've never met before. And it's because I believe when you raise your vibration within and your confidence within, you start attracting the very things that will help you take your dreams, your goals, and your plans to the next dimension. Isn't that good news? Well, I just want to encourage you all today to write down your vision. Have a self-assured, purposeful plan in place. And then we can get to the next level of our accelerated success. Well, today that's all I have for you. I want you to remember to share the news that Daily Praise Radio Network has a new host. And the name of this show again is Accelerated Success with Annilia Wright-Mosley. For more information about me, you can go to my website at www.anniliawrightmosley.com. That's www.anniliawrightmosley.com. And you can contact me, you can email me, and even you can connect with me through all of my social media platforms. I am on Instagram as Lady Annilia. I am on LinkedIn as Miss Annilia. I'm on Facebook as Annilia Wright-Mosley. I am on Snapchat as Lady Annilia. I am also on Twitter as Annilia LW. I know those are a lot of different things to remember. But guess what? We will be meeting here every week on Mondays and Tuesdays at 12 noon p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and again at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So the more you tune in, the more you're going to remember all of the information. Well, I want to leave you with a word of encouragement, and that is, you can do all things through Christ that strengthens you. And I believe you can. Believe in yourself and write down the vision, and you will see greater acceleration of success in your life. Be blessed. Don't forget, share on your social media platforms for your friends to tune in to Accelerated Success with Annilia Wright-Mosley. God bless you, and remember, keep going.